All right, guys. Sorry I'm not here today. I'm just going to give you guys some videos to walk you through the manufacturing process of getting your part ready for CNC. So at this point, you should have everything completed inside of your model for machining, all of your pockets. Everything should be extruded, and you should be certain that the 000, the PRZ, is at the corner as I'm indicating here on my screen, right here. If you're not sure, inspect. Click on this button here and you can touch the corner like I am, and you should see that the selection down here is indicating that X, Y, and Z are 0, 0, and 0. If that is true, then you can go over and you can flip this button from design to manufacturing. And when you do that, notice how all of your buttons are about to change. And they're going to flip to the manufacturing world. All right. Now it's time to tell Fusion how big your rough stock is. So we're going to go to this little button here. It says Setup. It's like a picture of a folder. And you're going to click on it. Immediately, it's going to create a box that's shaded in like a yellow, orangish color. And if I zoom in, you'll notice that that box is a little bit bigger than the block that you created in your first extrusion. It's just a little bit bigger. So if I go over here to my stock tab, you're going to notice that the mode says relative, and under that it says add stock. It's offsetting 40 thousandths of an inch on the side and the top. That's why it's a little bit bigger. So if I change the offset to 0. Notice how when I did that, the sides of my stock went away. And then the top of my stock, I'm going to tell it to say 0. And now that orange box is exactly the shape and size of my material. So it's going to create material based on the relative size of my object in the space, and it's going to create it. You'll see down here 4 by 8 by 1.3 because that's the size of my overall length of my model. Now I'm going to go to my setup because look at where this origin is. I'm going to touch this corner right here, and I'm going to move it from the center right to this corner. And because I did my sketch the correct way when I started designing, I don't have to worry about moving my X's and my Y's. I've got everything orientated correctly. So once again, just to kind of recap here, my stock should be at relative with 0, 0, and 0. Pretty much all of these should say 0. And then you can always check to make sure you designed it correctly by looking down here to make sure your stock dimensions are what they're supposed to be, which they are. And then you can look at your setup and make sure that the PRZ is correctly located. I'm going to click OK. As long as everything's good, I'm going to click OK. And after you click OK, you're going to see a folder appear over here. See? With a little check mark. That is your current setup. And you're going to see your 0, 0 right here. Okay? So this is video 1, and this is how you set up your stock for manufacture. The next video is going to go over how to create your tools and your tool paths for cutting all of these different features. All right, so that's it for this one. Move on to video number 2. Thanks for watching.